In 1526, a young and ambitious king named Babur rode into India from Central Asia. He sought to establish his own kingdom. Babur was a skilled warrior and a brilliant strategist. He had a powerful army with cannons, which were a new technology in India at that time. Babur faced the Lodi dynasty, who ruled Delhi, the most important city in North India. The two armies met at Panipat, a historic battlefield. Babur's superior tactics and the firepower of his cannons secured a decisive victory. This victory marked the beginning of the Mughal Empire. Babur was not only a conqueror, but also a cultured man. He loved gardens, poetry, and music. He laid the foundation for a dynasty that would rule India for centuries. The Mughal Empire, under his lineage, would become known for its wealth, splendor, and cultural achievements. The victory at Panipat was just the beginning. Babur had to overcome many challenges to consolidate his power in this new land. He faced rebellions from Afghan chiefs and Rajput kings who resisted his rule. However, he persevered, laying the groundwork for a glorious empire. His memoirs, the Baburnama, provide a fascinating glimpse into his life and times. Humayun, Babur's son, faced many challenges after his father's death. He was not as skilled a ruler or military commander as his father. He lost control of the empire to Sher Shah Suri, a powerful Afghan chieftain. Humayun spent many years in exile, seeking support for his return. He eventually regained his throne in 1555, thanks to the help of Persian allies. However, his reign was short-lived, as he died a year later in a tragic accident. Akbar, Humayun's son, was only 13 years old when he became emperor. He proved to be the greatest of the Mughal rulers. With the guidance of his regent Bairam Khan, Akbar quickly gained control of the administration and the army. Akbar was a brilliant military strategist and a visionary ruler. He expanded the Mughal Empire significantly. Through conquests and alliances, he brought most of the Indian subcontinent under his control. Jahangir, Akbar's son, inherited a vast and prosperous empire. He was known for his love for art, culture, and justice. During his reign, the Mughal Empire experienced a period of peace and prosperity. Jahangir's wife, Nur Jahan, was a powerful and influential figure in his court. She played a significant role in the empire's administration. Jahangir's reign is remembered for its artistic achievements, particularly in painting and architecture. Shah Jahan, Jahangir's son, continued the tradition of cultural patronage. He is best known for building the Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world. This magnificent mausoleum was built in memory of his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Shah Jahan's reign was marked by architectural marvels. He constructed many other grand buildings, including the Red Fort in Delhi and the Jama Masjid, one of the largest mosques in India. His rule is considered the golden age of Mughal architecture. The Mughal Empire was a melting pot of cultures. This fusion is evident in its art and architecture, which combined Persian, Islamic, and Indian elements. The Mughals were great patrons of art and architecture. They left behind a legacy of magnificent monuments, exquisite paintings, and intricate crafts. Mughal architecture is characterized by its grandeur, symmetry, and use of materials like marble, sandstone, and precious stones. Mughal gardens, with their intricate water channels, fountains, and symmetrical layouts, are another example of their aesthetic sense. Mughal painting flourished under the patronage of emperors like Akbar, Jahangir, and Shah Jahan. Mughal miniatures, known for their fine detail and vibrant colors, often depicted court scenes, historical events, and natural scenes. Section 5. Aurangzeb expansion and the seeds of decline. Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan's son, was a devout Muslim and a skilled military commander. He expanded the Mughal Empire to its greatest extent. However, his reign also marked the beginning of the empire's decline. Aurangzeb's strict religious policies, including the re-imposition of the jizya tax on non-Muslims, alienated many Hindus. His long and costly military campaigns drained the empire's resources and led to resentment among the populace. The Deccan Wars, which lasted for decades, proved particularly draining. Aurangzeb's constant battles against the Marathas in the south weakened the empire's stability and finances. His policies led to rebellions and weakened the Mughal Empire, paving the way for its eventual downfall. Section 6. The Empire unraveling internal strife and external threats. After Aurangzeb's death in 1707, the Mughal Empire went into a steady decline. Internal strife, weak rulers, and external threats all contributed to its downfall. The empire's vast size, which had been a source of strength, became a liability as it became increasingly difficult to manage. Succession disputes and revolts became common. The Mughal army, once a formidable force, was weakened by constant warfare and a lack of funds. The empire's decline created a power vacuum that allowed regional powers to assert their independence. The rise of the Marathas in the west, the Sikhs in the northwest, and the emergence of independent kingdoms in Bengal and Awadh further diminished the Mughal Empire's power. The empire was crumbling from within and under pressure from without. Section 7. The Shadow of Colonialism. The British East India Company's rise. As the Mughal Empire weakened, European powers, particularly the British, saw an opportunity to expand their influence in India. The British East India Company, initially a trading company, gradually began to assert its military and political power. The British exploited the divisions within India, playing one ruler against another. They won key victories in battles like Plassey in 1757 and Buxar in 1764, which gave them control over Bengal, a wealthy province. Their economic and military dominance grew. The British used their superior military technology and tactics to defeat Indian rulers. They also implemented policies that favored their own economic interests at the expense of the Indians. Their influence grew, casting a long shadow over the subcontinent. Section 8. The Last Emperor, Bahadur Shah Zafar and the 1857 Uprising. By the mid-19th century, the Mughal Empire was a mere shadow of its former glory. The British controlled most of India. Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor, was a figurehead with little real power. He was a poet and a scholar who had no control over the affairs of the state. In 1857, a major uprising against British rule erupted in India. The sepoys, Indian soldiers in the British Army, revolted against the use of new rifle cartridges that were rumored to be greased with animal fat, which was offensive to both Hindus and Muslims. The sepoys, joined by Indian rulers and common people, fought bravely but were ultimately defeated by the British. The revolt, also known as the Sepoy Mutiny or the First War of Independence, marked the end of the Mughal Empire. Section 9. Legacy of the Mughals, an enduring mark on India. The Mughal Empire came to an end, but its legacy continues to shape India today. The Mughals left an indelible mark on India's culture, art, architecture, and history. Their contributions to Indian cuisine, language, and dress are still evident. Mughal architecture continues to inspire awe and wonder. Monuments like the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, and Fatehpur Sikri are not only architectural marvels, but also symbols of India's rich history. They are a testament to the grandeur and the artistic brilliance of the Mughal era. The Mughal era was a period of significant cultural exchange and synthesis. It shaped India's diverse and vibrant culture in profound ways. The Mughal Empire, with its triumphs and tragedies, remains an integral part of India's national narrative.